trying to share my experience, and especially for those who want to be so wealthy. In my process of building, I also want to carry others along. I know that so many of us are out there thinking it's not possible, thinking I can't do it, thinking I don't have a support, I don't have a family, to support me. I don't have brothers. I no longer have parents. And no longer. You have so many reasons that you can tell people why it is not working. And the good news is it can work if you are willing to give it a trial. Just the way you've been thinking about the challenges, the way you've been thinking about the tough time, the way you are concentrating your energy on that. If only you can concentrate your energy to things that can work, you will see wonders. Always stay positive, always think positive, always think what is possible you can do. Don't think about what you cannot do. Don't think about what you cannot control. If you want to make it in life, right, stop concentrating on the challenges. You have to focus on what you can do. Take for example, if you are Nigeria, my country now, the fuel pump price is getting higher every day, and so many people concentrate on this, what they cannot change. And you find out that they take so much of their time discussing all of this, something they cannot change. I don't know if you understand. So in essence, if you keep or put too much of your attention in something you cannot change, it can only harm you, it can only pull you down. Perhaps the fuel is not the problem. You must have been having some other challenges in life, something that you don't really have control over, and you focus so much of your energy on that. So the easiest way to find your way is to find that one thing that you can do. Find that one thing that you have the strength to handle, and then focus on that thing, and then keep doing it until it brings results. I'm excited to be here once again. Today is day 9 of our live video session. I just hope that I will have some few persons joining me live today, because I just feel like talking to people, not just ordinarily making video. I want to connect with people. I'm excited, like I said once again. Today is day 9 of our live video challenge on Facebook. My name is AA Kabir, and I've promised that I will continuously do this, trying to share my experience, and especially for those who want to be stinkingly rich, who want to be so wealthy. In my process of building, I also want to carry others along. How amazing is that? By the way, I know that so many of us are out there thinking it's not possible, thinking I can't do it, thinking I don't have a support, I don't have a family, to support me. I don't have brothers. I no longer have parents. And no longer. You have so many reasons that you can tell people why it is not working. But one good thing is, and the good news is, it can work if you are willing to give it a trial. Just the way you've been thinking about the challenges, the way you've been thinking about the tough time, the way you've been feeling so bad, the way you are concentrating your energy on that. If only you can concentrate on your energy, your energy to things that can work, you will see wonders. Just a while ago, I was talking to my son. He's 7 years old, and he was like, he said, "Daddy, are you not going to make video presentation today?" Looking at the fact that sometimes the NEPA can seize the lights unexpected. Why don't you try to make the video on time? So I was telling him, no, stop thinking like that. Why don't you think instead the NEPA are going to keep lights? Right? So as much as possible, what I'm trying to present from there is always stay positive, always think positive, always think what is possible you can do. Don't think about what you cannot do. Don't think about what you cannot control. I have one person who has joined me here, like watching live. That's Abdul Ghani Mukhtar. Thank you for joining us. By the way, for many of you that have been watching our videos, and I've received some comments, especially the one we did yesterday about negotiation. I don't want to, in fact, we have so much to cover when it comes to finances, when it comes to personal life, when it comes to so many things I've experienced. I want to blow it to you, especially anything that could make your life comfortable. I want to be that powerful, the most sought after financial life coach, business entrepreneur, everything in the world, not just in Africa. Don't be looking at me like black with this color. There's much more here, and we are going to do it together, right? So what I'm saying in essence is that if you want to make it in life, right, stop concentrating on the challenges. Stop concentrating on what? The challenges. You have to focus on what you can do. Take for example, if you are Nigeria, my country now, you might find out that the fuel pump price is high, is getting higher every day, and so many people concentrate on this, what they cannot change, and you find out that they take so much of their time discussing all of this. Stop moving around. So they discuss this every time, every now and then, something they do not have the power over, something they cannot change. I don't know if you understand. So in essence, if you keep or put too much of your attention in something you cannot change, it can only harm you, it can only pull you down. Perhaps the fuel is not the problem. You must have been having some other challenges in life, something that you don't really have control over, and you focus so much of your energy on that. So the easiest way to find your way is to find that one thing that you can do. Find that one thing that you have the strength to handle, and then focus on that thing, and then keep doing it until it brings results. This is usually the easiest way to go out of, perhaps you are going through depression, perhaps you are going through difficulties, perhaps you have challenges, you are feeling down, you feel nothing is going to work after all. So if you don't know how to divert your attention from challenges to what are opportunities, or even within the challenges, seeing what will work within it, then you're likely to stay in a long period of time just thinking about problem. And the more you think about those problems, guess what? The more compounding they become. So stop thinking about problem. Look for one solution to your problem and then focus your attention on that. It's as simple as that. Just like I gave you a scenario a while ago, I said, instead of my child to focus on the NEPA will take the lights, why don't you focus on that, the fact that the light will be available? It's that simple. Instead of you to focus on the depression, instead of you to focus on the lacks, instead of you to focus on so many things that you don't have, why don't you think about perhaps things you've had and things you want to have? Because the mind has a way of wiring itself, making itself feel like, okay, because the most dominant thought you have, whatever that is resonating with your head, always your thoughts, whatever that you are always feeding it with, that's the message it will carry, and that is what you can see around. But if you manage to shift your thinking for once to something else that is possible, then a lot of possibilities you will continue to see. And today I want to take my time to talk about some 4 words that might help you, reorganize yourself and perhaps become better. And I call them 4 Ds, right? All of them are Ds. The words started with Ds, all of them. So number 1 is what we call desire. Number 1 to start with, and that's the most powerful one. Just like I've been talking, I've been saying things about what do you want out of life? What do you desire to have? And actually, want is a little bit different from desire. Something becomes desire when it is burning in you, when you feel like it is either you have that thing or nothing else, when you have feelings for it, when you've developed love for that particular thing, and you feel like, wow, this is a must-have, and you have this willpower to keep pushing for that thing until you get it. You are never going to be giving up. So it becomes a desire in you, and you found out that such thing, once you've managed to have it in your mind, then whatever things you've gone out there to see looks like that thing. Because, and this takes time actually for you to build a desire for something. And where did the journey start from? You need to first of all know that thing. You know what it is, then you now prepare yourself to develop a desire for it in case the desire is not strong enough to be able to push you to get it. So, and one way that this is easier for you to do is if you keep thinking about that thing over and over again, But though for most of us, what we do is that we spend much of our time only thinking, preparing, analyzing, and all sorts of things that never lead to action. And I like to say that some of us keep living on what we call the island of someday. Like everything at all they want to do in life, they will keep thinking, I will do it someday. Well, I believe a day will come that I will be rich. I believe this will happen someday. Like every of their life since they've given birth to them is someday. Don't allow your life to be built on that island of someday. Start to find a way to bring life, or to speak, or to draw yourself all the goodness that you want in life. And it's very possible because people have done it, people are still doing it, and you also can do it. You've seen me, a couple of days, this is day 9 coming online live here to say things like this to you. Of course, some of this information I'm giving you, I also need it for myself, and I'm using it for myself. Just like I said, as I'm building my life, I want to share the life experience. I want to have footsteps of how it was done, so that let the world know and let the record have it that, look, when he was doing it, there were some evidences and traces of his steps. Because I've seen a lot of people gone through this way, they have built it this way, and I knew, of course, if you ask me now, deep down within me, I have that big goal that is attached to some of this presentation, and perhaps it's not clear to you, but even myself. But then I believe that since I already know that big goal and what I want to achieve out of whatever I'm doing, then I'm working towards it. The same thing can happen to you, right? So you have to develop that desire. And like I said, it's not possible a day. If you are trying to develop a desire, like for example what I'm doing now, do you notice that I'm getting more confidence? Like I'm gaining more confidence in facing you. I believe like in the first 2-3 days, I become very nervous each time I want to face the camera. But now I'm feeling more relaxed, and I can, another thing I'm training myself to do is to just talk to you from my heart as the Spirit lead me. So, and I believe with time I'll be getting perfect, and I'll keep loving you. If I have not done this, since I've vowed and I started, if I've not done it, I don't feel okay. You see, even though it's hard, even though it's something like a headache from the start, but with time you find out that I'll be blending and we love ourselves and it become part of me. So my burning desire become very strong because I practice little by little what I believe I should do, even though I don't have all the answers, even though I'm not good at it, even though I don't have the confidence enough, but I'm trying to develop it and it's good, right? So you must be able to build desire on whatever that you like. So the second D is what? Who can guess? Now the second D is nothing but discipline. I don't know if you get. If you have discipline is that thing that will always make you do what you are supposed to do at the right time, at the time you are supposed to do it, and to the level you are supposed to do it. And let me say this, that because some people are unable to discipline themselves, that's why the only way you can achieve something out of life is when you work for others. I don't know if I should say that again. In case you find yourself not being able to do something meaningful for yourself, or maybe you have tried to build a company and it doesn't work, one of the easiest thing I can detect from you that is your problem is lack of discipline. Because I believe that anybody that is ready to make it in this life with persistency and continuously push, there's a way that you will push yourself so hard to achieve something in this world that even the Even failure will be afraid of you. Failure will run from you. And then you take it. You know, that's how hard you need to desire something, and that's how disciplined you have to be. Do what you must do at the time you have to do it. Now, I say something like, you must continue to work for others if you cannot discipline yourself, because building a company means that you now have the knife and the bread to yourself. You cut whatever you want to cut at the time you want to cut. I don't know if you get it. Now, you no longer have somebody to tell you, come to work, you know, somebody discipline you, do it well. So all this you have to, and that's why most of the successful people, or those people who own a company, business owners, see, they have so much discipline themselves that they have taught themselves how to do it, and they are now teaching others how to do it for them. That's why they are so good in the sense that they end up buying your time, buying everything you have based on the fact that you are answerable to them. It is because of that lack of discipline that you have. I don't know if you get it. So you need to be able to discipline yourself enough, right, to be able to, even your desires, to bring it into life. That part of discipline, I don't know how many times or how much I should emphasize it. But once you know that this, just like I'm telling you some of these things now, you know that there are some that you're supposed to take into practice. But as soon as you are done listening to this video, you just drop it and you are gone. Instead of you to sit down, analyze and say, okay, what do I actually even want? This guy has been coming here to tell us some of these things. What do I want out of life? And how can I make it a desire? You know? So perhaps this video is not enough to explain to you how to structure it, how to plan, how to make your desire more stronger, because it's much more than that. So, but at least you have gotten an idea. Then why don't you start from somewhere? Have a desire, then see how you could discipline yourself through it. No matter what, it is amazing when other people discipline you to do something for them, and you do it for their sake. You build company for people. By the way, it's not bad to start from working for others. Start from learning. Is a learning process. It's one of the best form of learning, even much more than school. The school, you go and sit down and teachers come and just blab into your ears, and after years of that, they gave you a paper. By the way, but once you have a way of somebody that can train you hands on, you learn that thing and then you do it. That's the best form of learning. Like what I advise people is that, thank you for joining us, Mr. Yunusa. You're always here in our session, and I really do appreciate that. So now, if you ever have anything at all that you should have in your skill set, is discipline. You must discipline yourself, right? So I will go to the next D, which I call decision making. Decision making. The first one I say desire, the second one I say discipline, and the third one I'm saying decision making. Let me even sit down very well so that you understand this. Do you see all of these D's that I'm discussing? I'm going to discuss the last one. If one miss out of your skill set, I'm telling you, I don't know, I wouldn't even guess well which one should be the best among the four, but perhaps I will leave it to you. After discussing it, you can go down the comment section and just help to comment the 4 D's. The first one is what? Desire, discipline, decision, and the last one is determination. So, but let me try to the best of my ability explain to you what they mean and how they affect your life. You see this aspect of lack of decision making, indecision. You can't decide what you want, and that's the first trouble. By the way, I said by telling you must have a desire. So decision is what make you to have a desire. You must decide that, okay, what I usually tell people, the simple way of making your first plan or making your first goal, one of the best goals I can advise you to ever have is financial goal. I have my reasons. For many of you, you've already been brainwashed thinking that money is not everything. But I am telling you today that if you have enough money, maybe more than 90% of your problem is already solved, because money is actually what will solve all of those ones. Naturally, you need a house to sleep, to be comfortable. Money will give you that. you need to be able to train your kids if you have any. You need to marry a wife. Money will give you that. The woman you love or the husband you love, money can give you all of those ones. Some people will also, because their mind is so negative into pushing the fact that his money is not everything, they will still tell you that money will not give you love. You don't know. I don't know how you think, but money can still give love, isn't it? Now. Because it's not all the successful people that have money that lack true love. There are several of them, millions of them out there that have true wealth and they also have true love. But because your mind no dey see better thing, so the only thing wey you dey think, because your mind, they don already program you say money is not everything, then you must look for all the reasons to defend this. And because you are defending this, money is very smart. Money will not like you if you don't like him. I don't know if it's him or she, right? Shim or him. But money literally will not come close to you if you don't know how to manage it, if you don't like it, if you speak bad of it. Money run far away from you. A lot of people that you see that don't have much money in this world, they are supposed to have, but because of their attitude, even when they eventually have some amount of money, the way they will spend it, even money will say, I will never come back again. But that's the truth. I don't know if you get. So which day are we on? We have finished discipline. We are now on what? I said desire, discipline, determination. I'm forgetting that one. Decision. See, if you cannot decide on anything, then you cannot do anything. Whatever that comes your way is what you are going to do. And if you are open to just doing whatever that comes your way, then your probability of being successful is close to zero. Are you following? So you must always have to decide exactly in clear times. And like I told you earlier, the easiest way to start having goal, one of the best goals you should have, is to have a clear financial goal. See, I want by the end of this year to watch 10, 20, 25, 50, 100, whatever. Is it dollars? Is it naira? Just put it down. Is it million? Is it thousands? Write it down clearly. Give yourself deadline for it. And then perhaps you can open the next page and write all the activities you think you can do to give you such amount of money. I don't know if you get. So once you begin, I'm going to set a separate day to discuss how you can write you don't need to have an expert for you to write down what you want and what you can actually do. Are we on the same page? So, but you must be able to decide. This, I'm only talking about finances, right? Decide the amount you want. But in a whole lot of ways, much things around you, you need to decide what exactly actually have a positive impact, and in most cases what have more impact in your life. There's what we call the 20-80 rule of Pareto's law, that 20% of what you do in your life account for the rest 80% of what you are going to get to yourself. And let me say that for the other side, because we have the successful people and unsuccessful people. Now 80% of what they are doing is rubbish. So at the end of the day, it amounts to the 20% of what they have to their life as a gain. So it's a flip. If you are smart enough, what this law means is that you are going to focus on doing some of the things that are very relevant, but once you have it done, it will cover up for the entire other things. That's what it means. But if you are so busy doing what is not necessary, now the probability is that because you are not focusing on achieving anything tangible, so you are going to waste all the 80 of your life achieving just little. If it's up to 20 at all, depends. Even this law can shift to 595, because some people achieve so little out of this life. For most of them, they just push it to God. God didn't give me. It's a lie. It's a fat lie. God give you. God give all of us. Just that you are not a good manager. You are not a good planner. You don't really decide. You have never sat down to decide. In fact, you even think that 10 million, for example, or 20 or 50 is too much money for you. So tell me, how can you get it? Because it can't just literally fall to you. And for some of you that only think It is God that will give you. How do you want God to do it? Because God has given people money. This money is in circulation. It is running from one hand to the other. And because because of that, your attitude, the spending attitude, your ego, your inability to learn, your inability to focus and really know that this is what I want, money never come through you. But for those that are smart enough to know that this is what they want, then they link themselves. It's a connection. This world entirely, whatsoever amount of money you need in this world is already available in the world. That's the amazing news. That's the amazing part of it. But it has a principle for you to take that amount that you want. And let me tell you that you can decide whatever amount you want and go get it. I don't know if you get it. So I don't know the last one. Let me just discuss the last one, and we are going to, I think Mr. Abdulsalam, I saw Mr. Abdulsalam just pop up. He just joined us. Thank you for joining. I really do appreciate those who always follow our live sessions. And by the way, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is to make sure that some of the informations I'm gathering as I'm trying to grow, I document it right here. I also share with other people, because a time will come that you see this journey is going to be amazing. Like, I'm feeling it within me. It's because I have a schedule for whatever I'm going to be doing on this online. It's going to amaze you. So thank you for those that deem it fit to come out on the early days of this journey and support me. We are going to be having amazing things in the future. I have them right here in my imagination, and I will bring it to life. Yes. So finally, you must have determination. Determination na that thing wey be say, let me even enter our pidgin. You know, I'm a Nigerian, so this pidgin dey inside our body. Determination na that thing wey be say, you know, they make you listen to any rubbish. You know, they make you feel like say anything fit stop you. Any challenges that come, you just block it, you just break it. You are so strong and so energetic that look, nothing will stop you from achieving whatever you want, whatever you put your mind into. Nothing will fit block your road. If anything block, you will jump. If there are hurdles, you will jump. Because many things they happen for this world. Bad people dey, whatever dey. People dey wey be say they go block you. At all. If nothing they block you sef, this government wey dey like this, they go block you. Our business they do like this, you know. But we are never giving up. We are gonna hurdle over it. That determination is there. It's so powerful that look, if you block me this way, I go this way. If you block me this way, I go this way. I just have to succeed. That mindset, that powerful feeling that look, nothing is going to stop me. And guess what? Nothing is actually going to stop you. But when you are not strong enough, you don't even know what you want to start with. You are not determined enough. You are not passionate enough because you don't have desires. You can't even make a decision. And that's how they'll be pressing you like remote control. You carry file here, you go here, you go here, because you don't know what you want. You don't know what you are doing. I left a lecturing job that a lot of people look at it like, wow, you are a lecturer. And guess what? When I was in that field, I used to have one friend like that she loved calling the name in the public, Mr. Lecturer, and I actually don't like it. With due respect to those who are in the lecturing, but I'm using this as an example, and it's my life, and it's one I've gone through, and I'm telling people that look, even this place that I am at my level now, and I'm teaching you, I know that this place is not for me. I'm seeing another place. Where I'm going is far, and you can tell yourself right there where you are sitting right now. If you don't like where you are, you can change it. For most of us, we just think, we just go and be praying. We'll be hoping, we'll be wishing. Let God come and do this magic. No. There is something you need to do. Go and ask questions. Go and get a mentor. Like what I advise people. One of the best things to have is the right knowledge. In fact, one of the best knowledge to have is financial knowledge. Once you have that, a lot of other things, even your religious knowledge, your spiritual knowledge become easy. You can gather millions of religious people to come and teach you whatever you want. or your kids, if that's your problem, but get it right. There are certain things you need to get right. Even the religion will not be okay if you are not okay. For most of us keep hoping that we just want to die. By the way, this world, there is nothing. There is many things inside. It is your mind that is telling you there is nothing inside. So now, if I want to remind you before we round up this session, I hope you enjoy the session. Sometimes I can speak so, maybe I'm harsh or maybe, but I always like to hit the nail like that. And even, by the way, I'm trying to be reserved. I'm trying to not to go too, because I'm still coming up. I'm still studying this space. But I know once it comes to telling you what I feel, I'm going to tell you right there. So where you are right now is not the peak. That's the truth. Except you make it the peak. There's always, I don't know if you get. But do you know the worst thing is that some people are going down like this? Oh my God. Don't go down. If you've come this far, the next thing you should think, what's the next step? And what do I need to go there? You can start wherever you are with what you have and what you can do. You just need to know the how. And knowing the how is not so difficult. Getting close to those who know, already gone through where you want to go to, is the simplest form of advice to do, or the simplest form of something to do. Take more actions. I am here. I've been here for the past 9 days talking to you live on Facebook. That's because I needed to take this action. And let me tell you the funniest thing. For me to make a video, not live video, just on my camera and make video and then edit it, put sound and correct it, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to do. I'll be nervous. I'll be losing my, But the day I decided that on that live camera and get the shit on and start it, I did it. But now look at, this is my day 9 and I'm happy some people are watching live. Some people keep coming to, comment even after I've finished. My name is A. Kabir, if you are meeting me for the first time, and I'm telling you that one of my major job on this online space is to help you convert the knowledge you already have into valuable lessons, into valuable products, into valuable services that people will benefit from. And that's the only way you will start having them throw money onto you. And if you dare think it's not all about money, then it's not all about money. And please forget about it. If you don't like money, money doesn't like you. Whatever you want to go and like, now go and like it. And have it in abundance. And until tomorrow, bye-bye.